Hello there. Good evening. It's been a passably good day. All of my tips were good except for one, and it was just mediocre. So, school went better than I can hope, considering I didn't study at all over the 2 days that I was out. And I only got to my 100 review questions this morning as I was leaving. I took about 15 minutes and got maybe half of them done, all the ones that I knew, really. When I got to school, I did about, well, let's see, another roughly 30. And beyond that, I didn't know them. I got one of those wrong, for a total of a 79. My worst grade yet. I'm not pleased with it, but considering, I'm glad that's what I got. It could have been worse, you know. I don't like the long hours, but then who does? I don't like all the driving, but then very few people do. I do enjoy the time for the thinking, and I do enjoy the listening to my music and to listening to the orchestra on the Austin station down there. What I don't enjoy is sticking my head in this ice water. It's a wee bit cold. I didn't change it this morning. My alarm, it went off, but I didn't hear it because the ringer was turned all the way down. Has been the last 2 nights, much to my dismay. I've rectified the problem now. It's set to go off for 4 a.m. and 4:15 a.m. because I have many things to do in the morning in order to maintain my functional state. Energy recruitment, studying, the Bible and prayer, a wee bit of meditation, some stretching and exercise. Stretching in more amounts than exercise at this point in my life, since I have many things that are not feeling correctly currently. I ate a bunch of stupid pizza tonight. Oh, Jared, why'd you do it? You're going to regret it in the morning. It was a thin crust, though. It was better for me then, wasn't it? And it was still gluten or wheat or Roundup or whatever the hell causing the problems. And their old pizza place, they've changed their dough recipe. Put a bunch of additives in it so it doesn't bubble as much. Lord knows what that does to our tummies. I know that as soon as I scraped down the first 3 pieces I ate. Now, they were of a regular original crust pizza, and I just scraped off the tops of those so I wouldn't get no sickness from it. But not more than 5 minutes after eating it, my stomach, he got all gurgly. That's not very good. Gurgly stomach makes you feel funny inside. I don't like it. Alright, so we got about an inch of melt in there. Still got ice in it though, so it's still cold, probably in the 40s. Either way, if I stick my head in enough times, I'm gonna feel it. The idea being to get the cold down to my bones. I can't say anyone's ever taught that to me, or showed that to me, because I've never had anyone instruct me on how to get in the cold. I've read some stuff, watched a couple of videos, the rest is just being me doing it. Me, a Texas City boy, whose first encounter with the cold was Marine Corps boot camp in San Diego, where I took a cold shower or two and embraced the outdoors for 72 hours. It was horrid. And then after that, rifleman training, where we actually did encounter some cold temperatures, and 4 or 5 of my classmates went to the hospital with hypothermia. That was a wee bit cold. But I really didn't know what I was doing with it. Just tried to ignore it and shiver. That's not the right way to deal with it. You just gotta relax and breathe. And the cold will become a part of you. Your body will embrace it and begin to upregulate its functions in order to manage it. It'll accept it as normal and it'll adapt to it. First, like everything else, you gotta relax. And that's how you get those tight muscles loose, as you get in the ice water. And you'll notice that the tight ones, once you're in there for a minute or two, and you just relax those and release all the tension and relax into the cold. Same way with the cold shower. Don't brace for it. That's telling your body it's got to be prepared for something shocking. Nah. Tell it to relax when it encounters the cold. That's why I go in slow. And also I come out slow. Seems like sometimes I can hold my head under longer than others. I'm not really understanding it yet. I feel like at some point along this process, I'm gonna have some kind of breakthrough. I'm able to keep my head underwater for minutes at a time. I don't know what that's gonna take. I don't know how long it's gonna take. But I think I'm gonna keep on doing it until that happens. Until I can hold my head underwater longer and longer and longer. Until I'm at 10 minutes plus. If I can hold my head under for 10 minutes, I can hold it under for 20 minutes. And that'll probably be about the extent of it. And that'll only be if I hyperoxygenate beforehand, which is this rapid breathing, like this. Ooh. Hey, look, it's my whiff. Hi, whiff. How you feeling? I don't need the milk. I just won't bear anything. And probably prepared. I can live with that for food. I just want to eat their things.
11 o'clock the night before is a little bit late to be trying to figure this out.
Oh, no shit. But I wasn't really in right mind to do it yesterday or the day before that. And what was I going to do the day before that? Make it and put it in the fridge for 3 days?
I don't know, figure out what you were going to do. I would have made you something, but the pantry's practically empty.
There's nothing. It's a bunch of crappy meat. And
Could have made guacamole. I think your only option is chips and dip.
we don't have any avocados. I'm not going to guacamole.
Well, obviously you would have to buy something to make.
I'd rather buy your milk from you than buy something from the store.
Darling, why would you take the milk that we need, that represents lots of work that I did, to people who don't need it and probably aren't even going to drink it?
Because it was the one healthy thing that could come out of this home. And someone else is already making dip. Guacamole and everything. I don't need anything. It'll be okay. I'm sorry you're upset now. That wasn't my intention. I didn't know we were in a shortage of milk. It's not your fault. No one ever blamed you. When did anyone blame you? Good talk. That's my wife mad at me. Good times. I asked if I could buy a gallon of milk off her before I came out here. Didn't know it'd be a big deal. I was figuring $10, $15, that's what she charges everyone else. I could make that in tips. I'd be willing to pay her that. not sure why she decided to get offended over it. Maybe she'll tell me. I don't know. I'm going to choose not to be worried about it. I'm going to go ahead with my plan of not bringing anything to the potluck because I have nothing to bring. I could bring some banana pops or frozen strawberries or frozen mango. I could bring some uncooked organ meats in a tube, some shitty pork, shitty chicken. By shitty, I mean just not well fed. But then cooking them, I'm not sure when exactly I'd be doing that. I could throw chicken in the oven at like 3 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Probably not going to happen. Unlikely that's going to happen because it's 11 o'clock at night. Yay! Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah. Again, if you have sinus problems, I just want you to be aware. I know it seems a little crazy to be shoving your head in extremely cold water, but like, you want to breathe full and clear all day long despite all of the seasonal bullcrap. Start sticking your head in ice water. Clears it all out. And do a few of these. I'll turn sideways. That's what I was going to do earlier. You're going to get some clearing of some mucosi. Mucosal stuff will begin to fly out your nose. Promise. But you'll have less stuff in your airways after you're done. And you'll have more oxygen in your body, more energy to utilize. You'll be hyper oxygenated. And ready for exercise. Whatever you do, you'll be able to do more of it. Like that, you'll be able to do more of it. You'll get bigger gains faster. Cool? Yeah. It's cool. Do it. People will think you're like a well-trained. I don't know what they'll think. Probably think you're crazy. They'll probably think you're crazy a little bit. But I mean, a little crazy never hurt anyone, right? Ah. All right. I feel like it's time for bed. Time for bed. It's time for bed. Time for bed. Time for bed. Time to sleep. Sleep away this starry night. This starry night. It's time to sleep. Time to sleep. Sleep away these crazy dreams. You're a friend of mine, my friend dear one. It's time to sleep. Turn off your lights. Close your eyes. Have sweet dreams, remembering all the lovely things. Now don't you cry, your little eyes, don't you think, one little wink. Well then, I suppose I ought to leave you with a merry farewell. Look at that, 17 minutes. 18 minutes, we finished this bad boy just a touch early tonight. I'd like to say, may the road rise to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your fields. No, your face, not your fields, you silly man. And the rains fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the hollow of his hand. And may he bless you till your day's end. God bless, my friends. And do sleep well.